Hi, I'm Missy Wryn. Welcome to my horse training question and answer series 1. Question number 9 is sent in by Kathy of Oregon, and she asks, I have a gelding and a mare. When I take one of them off to work with, they both act up and go a little crazy. They seem to think they will never see each other again or something. What can I do? Very common problem. Horses are herd animals, and it's natural for them to be upset when they're separated from one another. They literally believe they're not going to see that other one again. And in the herd, when the herd leader runs off a young one, disciplines someone, she sends them out of the herd. And that's a very vulnerable position to be alone. You know, horses, their defense is a herd. And when they're separated, they're very vulnerable. They're vulnerable to the cats and the wildlife, the predators. So your horse's reaction is very normal. What your horses need from you is you to be the herd leader that each of them are genetically wired to require at all times. So what you need to do is when you take one out to work with that one, you need to be giving that horse the leadership he requires, the one that you're working with. And one of the things that you need to do is move your horse's feet. To be a herd leader, it's as simple as who controls the others, or he who moves the other's feet first is in control. All about controlling your horse's feet. And I talk about this in my holistic joining. I always do a holistic joining with a horse that is new to my training program, because that invokes the horse's natural instinct to want to follow me, to recognize me as the herd leader. It's an alternative to round penning. It doesn't mean I'm not chasing the horse around. I'm not using fear or exhaustion. You know, in round penning, when you're running a horse around in circles, they're always looking to the outside of the pen, worried, trying to find an escape hatch, trying to get away. Well, with holistic joining, you don't do that. You walk up to the horse, you go, you need to go now, and you move the horse along, and as soon as that horse moves his feet, you drop your pressure, and see where my shoulder is? I kind of turn my shoulder to the side. And then I'm going to move that horse again, so I'm going to walk up to him and go, you need to move now, and I'll have my halter and lead rope in each hand, and I'll swing that lead rope if I have to, get that horse moving, and as soon as that horse moves, I drop my pressure. Good boy, and I love him up. Now I'm starting to invoke that horse's natural instinct that tells him, oh, she's the herd leader because she's moving my feet. They don't think it. We're talking about instinct. I work on the instinct level. So that horse, your horse, is going to start recognizing you as its herd leader because you're controlling his feet. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to run through those 3 foundations. You want to teach that horse to back up, be safe out of your space, move with just a little jiggle. You want that horse to drop his head with pressure and release. You want to bring the nose to the girth, do a little bonding. I always exchange breath nose to nose. That's how horses greet one another. Now, why wouldn't I talk in their language? Because I want to train a horse. I'm going to use what they know, what their instinct is. And when you exchange breath, there's nothing silly about it. It's how they greet one another. It's how they communicate. So I'll bring that nose around and I'll breathe out and in my nose, and you'll notice I go at you as well. And so that's their exchange of greeting, and that bonds you to them. And I hold that nose until that head relaxes, and then I release. I'm getting that horse ready for a 1-rein stop in the saddle, which is going to equate to my emergency handbrake when I really need it. So I do the pressure and release with bonding, head down. Because remember, where the mind is, the body follows. So you want to bring that head down. And research has found when you drop that head, endorphins are released in that brain, relaxing that horse. So you want to work with this horse, establishing your leadership and controlling his feet, getting his mind on moving his feet. And do baby steps, just a little bit at a time. And then I want you to practice leading. I will not lead a horse right under its chin at my shoulder. Boy, that's a sure accident. That horse gets spooked from the side, boom, I'm on the ground. I want a horse at least a half horse length behind. Now, of course, if you're in a showmanship class or you're in some kind of class that you need to lead under the chin, that's appropriate. But when you're just leading from barn to pasture and wherever, I want that horse a half length horse behind me, because have you ever seen in the herd a horse nose past the herd leader? No way. You get back. No way would they ever do that. Now, why would I allow that? Why would they do that to me? I'm their herd leader. I will not allow that. And that continues to establish my herd leadership. I'm loving and compassionate, but I control their feet and I control the location of their body with respect to me. And that needs to be in a safe position. So teach that horse to lead further back. And I'll do that by like, get out of my space as I'm walking forward. I'll take the end of the lead rope and I'll twirl it like a helicopter. And that they'll make the choice of running into that or not. It's their choice. I'll also take my training stick and I may tap them on the chest as I'm walking. You need to get back. So get your horse to lead safely. Then take that horse out next to the fence where the other one is. The other one's on the pasture, and work that horse now. Now that you've got your leading down, you've got some backing up, and this may take a few sessions, but when you're ready, we'll take the horse out where the other one is, but you're on the other side of the fence. And I want you to back that horse up, do some lunging, do a little work, okay? Then the horse that's all fussing and being silly, you need to bring them out, put the other one back, and make that one that was fussing have to work. Move those feet. But you want to work with each horse separately, teaching them to back up, to lead, pressure and release with bonding, do a holistic joining, each one individually. Then work with them kind of as a group, but with the fence between them. And make it uncomfortable. If you're going to be fussy and naughty, then you're going to have to do some work. And their brains will get it. They'll go, oh, when I'm not fussy and being naughty, I could just kind of hang out. They'll figure it out, I promise you. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience. If you can get a friend to help you, ride with you, that's even better. If you've got an arena, indoor or outdoor, you've got a friend with you, another great exercise, you ride together side by side, and then you split off and do a half circle and come back together. So your horse will understand, oh, I get to come back. I'm okay. I'm safe. It's about having confidence in your leadership, and it takes a while for a horse to gain that, but he needs to transfer that to you. And so does the mare. She needs to transfer that to you. And eventually it'll get better. You just need to be consistent and be there for your horse. If you have a question for me, email Missy at horsemareship.com. Thank you.